Hello everyone, welcome back to ThinkHub. I am Daksh Khandelwal and you are watching episode number 77 of Beyond the Headlines. So in today's video, we would be covering two most important stories that are making headlines and one each from South China Morning Post and one from the Hindu newspaper. And we will just see what they really mean to us. Before that, you can watch my new Saturday video how if can AI take the jobs, and it's an AI podcast. I have just tried something new in this in this YouTube journey. I've tried something new. Yeah, it took my lots of effort and hard work. So yeah, you can just watch it and show some love for that video. You can share that video, you can like that video, and can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you found that video very useful for you all. So yes, that's it. And now we will move towards the news, and I will just make two. There are two news, so we will just cover it very quickly. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with the intro. So the first news is that home promise of DeepSeek moonshot founders seek to retain and attract future AI talent. So what does this mean? Let us start from this. China's southern manufacturing powerhouse of Guangdong province will welcome nearly 40 computer science students from this university. I'm just not pronouncing it because I can't sing who up or now basically, and targeted push by local authorities. So basically, despite raising two China's brightest minds in artificial intelligence, first is Moonshot AI founder Yang Jilong, and then DeepSeek founder Liang Wenxiong. The Guangdong failed to retain either. Basically, it's failed to retain either after graduating from Tishu. You can just read it. Nah? I'm not here to just read the news. So basically, the news is that industry metrics underscore this Rwanda's uphill battle. According to the Huron's research report, China's top 50 AI companies, followed by Shanghai's with 14 Shanghai's, and you can just see two biggest cities in Guangdong hold 10 combined. So this is how this combinations of DeepSeek AI and how they are just forming. Meanwhile, the second tier cities are rapidly gaining around, and you can just see that a core factor behind the disparity in the is the concentration of academic talent. And you can just read it. This is the facts. And basically, this news I should not take, but yeah, interactive sessions with visiting graduates turn to discussion on topics such as navigating US export restrictions on advanced NVIDIA and all. You can just read it. It's just about the terms of overall scale. Gonja Hui has fewer resources. Basically, there was a two main na, and DeepSeek founder, and what we said another was Moonshot AI founder. So along with that, Gong Shahu has failed. So they have just explained the reasons why he has failed. So they were lack of few resources, and few universities were lack of that, and many more things. You can just read it back in this following video. And when you can just read it, when an SCMP in South China Morning Post reporter polled 10 students on a tour regarding their post graduation plan, Beijing and Guangdong tied with 3 votes each. Beijing 3 and Guangdong 3, and one student expressed interest in both of them. So while remaining three said they would simply follow the best job offer, and the remaining three said that the best job offer they will just follow that one. So that's for many. Beijing and Shanghai has high cost of living made southern alternative increasingly attractive. So they do not choose Beijing and Shanghai because they are just very high, they took high cost of living. So that's why they choose the other certain part to alternate to make their future better and just make work on that, and make productivity from that these countries or that these cities. And now moving towards the second news. So second news, I have told you that the tomorrow yesterday, Draupadi Murmu, the president of India, has addressed the nation. So tomorrow only the Narendra Modi has expressed the nation. But yeah, on today's newspaper it's come because yeah, obviously newspaper have one day older news. So Modi has pitches reforms and reaches out to Gen Z. same pattern that the president has talked about the examinations. They also just focus upon Gen Zs, and because why they are focusing on Gen Zs, because the Gen Zs, the next election, I am not just making fun, but the next election, 50 to 60% will be of Gen Zs. So all those 16, 17, 18 years old will become above 18 and they will vote. So they all are focusing on Gen Zs only, and because they have a different mindset on everything, so that's why they are focusing on that. And PM Modi addressed the nation on Independence Day, promises AI skilling programs, which is very common. In days AI is very common, and free coaching. He also warns the intellectual nexus are trying to resolve violence and calls for their isolations. And also, Modi has announced a civil defense overhaul to protect critical infrastructure from threats. So these all things are, you can just read it. And also CGI, the Chief Justice of India, has also expresses confidence in young lawyers. So basically, all talks were in this Independence Day were around Gen Zs, the modern worlds, because they are just going to rule the world, the India or the world within 5 to 10 years. So that's why they all are focusing on Gen Zs, which are in from 16 to 25 years of range, because they are just going to rule the India. So that's how the Vande Mataram proceeds, and you can just read it all the news, or also talk about Vande Mataram, and also talk about the Congress and many more things were talk about in this PM Modi addressing the nation. So you can just read this news. I will just show you, and you can just read it. So I guess that's so yeah. It was Sunday, and that's all. It was a short video of 6 minutes. But yeah, that's all for today's episode. And let me take about the glimpse of two news. So first news was about uh, Shanghai, how people are thinking about that. So people are thinking that Shanghai and most other cities have good opportunities, but they have high cost of living. Similar to India, Mumbai, Delhi have high cost of living. Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. So now people are thinking that we do not want to go Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore like cities. We can work in our cities like Jaipur, Bhopal, and all, and can make our betterment in that and can make profit from that. So that's the thinking of China's also. They are going to southern part of China, and where the cost of living is very low, and they think that this can help them to betterment their future and can help their expenses, because if they went to Shanghai and all, the cost of living is very high. So they will need to spend more than half of their salaries in the cost of living only. The food, the shelter, and everything else will be expensive in Shanghai's like area. So that's why people are thinking that they should move towards southern Chinese countries. So that's the developing thinking of new age people. And also in the same news that Shanghai's but none of them was from Guangdong. But no, who none of them? OpenSeek, not oh sorry. Moonshot AI founder and the DeepSeek AI founder. None of them from Guangdong city. But yeah, now people are trying that. If none of them, so we will just become then one from them this city. But we will focus on these cities only because that Shanghai and have high cost of living. That's the short motive of that news. Moving towards the second news. So second news was about the our beloved Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister of India, has addressed the nation, in which he points out the main focus was on the Gen Zs only. Why? Because Gen Zs are gonna rule this world, this India, this country within 5 to 10 years, because they are only the power of that in within 5 to 10 years. So that's why they address the Gen Zs, their problems, their thinking of development, and their new generations thinking, because na that the Gen Zs are something different. They think their perspective of thinking is very different from others like millennials people. So they think alternatively, they think just uniquely. So that's why they need to be addressed from different side of angle. So that's why everyone is using their side of angle to address the nation and address the Gen Z's person. So that's how man PM Modi also meets the school in children during the Independence Day celebrations at Red Fort. You can just read it these news. And also that was the two news from today. And that's all for this episode. And before that, I just end this video. Just you just I will just give a follow on that. You can just watch my AI podcast which I have uploaded yesterday only, and in that you can just see that I have put a lot of effort, so you can watch that and can praise that video in the comment section in the line. You can like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's all for today's episode. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing to ThinkHub for more news, AI, and learning content. I will see you in the next video lecture or in the next series or in anything next. Till then, keep learning and stay curious.